From the pyramids to the catacombs, get ready to get spooky and transported to a different world as we cover the top 10 terrifying places to enter a parallel universe. Starting off in our number 10 spot, we have the pyramids of Giza. One of the most mysterious places on Earth has to be the pyramids of Giza. I mean, just how? For centuries, people have wondered and tried to find answers as to how they were built at all, let alone with limited resources and without the use of modern technology. And they've been around for the last 4,000 years, so the durability alone is outstanding. This alone is the source of much mystery, but that's only the outside of it. What lies on the inside might just be even more so. The pyramids of Giza, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, were believed to have been built as tombs for rulers and other wealthy people. That totally makes sense, except for the fact that there hasn't been any mummies found inside of them. Instead, there's just a plethora of secret, unexplored rooms, hidden doors, and mirrors, you know, just regular ancient Egypt stuff. Many of these secret rooms remain completely unexplored over fear of damage. One more strange thing about these incredible creations before we move on though, they were built on the center of the Earth. However they did this, they aligned them perfectly with Orion's belt, with no technology, just pure brilliance. I'm just saying, if anywhere is gonna take you to a parallel universe, these pyramids will take you back in time to a completely different world. In our number 9 spot today, we have the Challenger Deep. The Challenger Deep is the deepest known point in our ocean, around 10,900 meters deep. It is located in the Pacific Ocean in the southern part of the Mariana Trench, and because of its location, lack of light, and immense pressure, it hasn't been explored very much. The extreme environment has certainly set up for there to be a whole host of species that we know absolutely nothing about, but it is not an area that can be easily explored by humans. The Challenger Deep has only been visited 4 times and only for short periods of time, so there is so much more that is waiting to be uncovered at this deep, dark part of our ocean, and I don't know about you, but I feel like there are insane amounts of ocean creatures that could fully be aliens. They're so strange and interesting and unique. So who in the world knows what really lurks down there? In our number 8 spot today, we have the Sima Humboldt. Sima Humboldt is a huge sinkhole that is located in Venezuela. Sinkholes are certainly very interesting, but not necessarily never before seen, so you might be wondering what's going on with this one that makes it necessary to put on this list. Well, firstly, it's huge. Its volume is around 18 million meters cubed. The second reason is because of its location. This sinkhole is located on a tepu, which is like a tabletop mountain, and this sinkhole is located on the only forested tepu. And finally, because of its size, the Sima Humboldt features its own ecosystem located at the bottom where many new plants and animal species have been discovered. Apparently, locals of the area believe the sinkhole is actually a place of evil, so while it looks very cool and actually quite beautiful, maybe something scarier is lurking around, or maybe they're just sensing some sort of otherworldly presence. In our number 7 spot today, we have Kryptos. Okay, so this is more of like a sculpture, I guess, but it's a mysterious one. So the legend behind this one is a conspiracy theorist's dream. Kryptos was made for the CIA headquarters, and it was finished on the day the Berlin Wall began to fall, and it was unveiled in 1990. The 3.5 meter high sculpture consists of 4 encrypted messages. 3 of these messages have since been deciphered, but the 4th continues to be one of the most mysterious unsolved codes in the world. Both professional and amateur crypto analysts have tried to decipher the code, but despite the 4 clues given from the artist, no one has cracked it yet. I am absolutely dying to know what the message behind it could be. In our number 6 spot today, we have Lake Vostok. Many of us have heard of Atlantis, but have you heard of Lake Vostok? There's probably no underwater city, so maybe that was a bit of an exaggeration, but it's still so unbelievable. This lake is located in Antarctica, and it is so huge, it's one of the largest lakes in the entire world. The lake not only has a large surface area, but it's also very deep, which only adds to the volume of the lake. Here's the thing about it though, it is covered by ice, and not just any ice, but the East Antarctic ice sheet, which is the largest ice sheet in the world. This subglacial lake has ice so thick that we don't really know a lot about what lies beneath it, and the ice has been there for millions of years. When the first samples of the actual lake water were taken, it became apparent that there may be species in the lake that we know absolutely nothing about. It could just be like an entirely different world below this ice sheet, and we have no idea at all. In our number 5 spot today, we have the Oregon Vortex. Just off of Interstate 5 in southern Oregon lies what is called the Oregon Vortex. According to local legend, it is said that this area and the strange and mysterious stories surrounding it aren't just modern legends, but perhaps they stem further back. People have said that the stories of the Oregon Vortex actually stems back to when indigenous Americans referred to it as the Forbidden Land. It is said that during these times, people traveling on horses would often find their horses refusing to go into the area, so clearly something strange was going on there that was spooking these animals right out. Scientists have speculated that the land might contain some kind of crossed magnetic lines that produce some sort of a force field, but basically whatever it really is, this place truly is strange. Things appear very differently here. It's sort of like everything is an optical illusion. The area is basically just a parallel universe in itself. In our number 4 spot today we have Bran Castle. This is a castle that is located in Transylvania, and it is often known as Dracula's castle. This Romanian landmark is commonly referred to as the home of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and honestly, what could be more terrifying than Dracula? Well, maybe the real person he is said to be inspired by, Vlad the Impaler, who is also said to have some sort of association with this castle. The building features beautiful, articulate designs and vast staircases, but it is also said to be the home to the supernatural. Maybe it's just the lore and the legends surrounding this piece of historical architecture, or maybe there really is something more sinister going on here. In our number 3 spot today we have the Movile Cave. This cave is located in Romania, just a few kilometers from the coast of the Black Sea, and it was first discovered in 1986. This cave has been isolated from the outside world for millions of years, and basically everything that goes on inside of it is different than what we are used to. The cave life is not based on photosynthesis and rather chemosynthesis. The level of oxygen in the cave is around a third of what is normally found in the atmosphere, and of the 48 species found in the cave, 33 of them were endemic, meaning they can't be found anywhere else on Earth. This cave looks absolutely terrifying, but it is clear that it holds an entirely different world inside of its walls. In our number 2 spot today we have the Paris Catacombs. The catacombs in Paris are some of the most famous in the world. This is a place that holds the remains of more than 6 million people, and it's also the source of an insane amount of urban spooky legends. This ossuary was created originally in an effort to eliminate the overflowing of the city's cemeteries. To be honest, this place after being built was mostly forgotten about, but during the 19th century it became sort of like a novelty place for concerts and private events, which is certainly macabre. After some renovations and construction, they became open to the public in 1874, and since then they have been the source of much mystery. These catacombs are expansive, with most of them being blocked off to the public, which begs the question, why? In 2009, there is said to have been a video camera discovered inside the catacombs with footage that showed an unidentified man dropping the camera in fear of something that's also unidentified before running away into complete darkness. I'm just saying, although the catacombs see a ton of visitors every year, I'm not convinced that we know all of what's going on down there. In our number 1 spot today we have the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is the mecca when it comes to mysterious disappearances and rumors and urban legends, so of course it had to make it onto this list today. The Triangle, which sits in between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda, earned a deadly reputation starting back in the 1970s. Since then, there has been about 80 aircrafts and 60 boats that have gone missing in the Triangle, which only fueled rumors that there was some sort of force or supernatural cause that was making this area one where people would often go missing. There have been intense electrical forces and tunnel-like clouds reported in the Triangle, which some believe may be the cause of the disappearances, some others believe it's weather patterns, some believe it's the entrance to a parallel universe, or some believe it's a place where aliens like to abduct their victims, and some just like to dismiss the idea that there's any sort of mystery at all. At this point, exactly what is going on in the Bermuda Triangle remains very much a mystery. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I'll see you next time. Bye!